Welcome one and all, this is the Peace Dealer, and in this video we're going to talk about Venus transiting Gemini. So as you know, Venus is the planet of love, beauty, and value, and when it transits Gemini, as it has done so far, it allows you to discover what beauty truly means to you. You understand the truth of loving your life and the truth of beauty. Venus transiting Gemini this season is going to key you into how important all the connections you are making currently are. You're not necessarily going to see these connections manifest in their full glory until Venus transits Libra, but now you should definitely be mindful of the ideas that you are expressing towards these people. They're going to be more relevant as time passes. The beautiful thing about this transit is that throughout the whole transit, the sun is going to be traveling with Venus hand in hand, which is going to allow you and those around you to have a direct awareness to how the message you are expressing is beautiful. You're adding Venus sugar to the sun's awareness. So the realizations you're coming to and the clarity that you're going to be gaining regarding your relationships with others is so that you can develop a true message of love. Venus transiting Gemini this season is so important because as Venus and Taurus and Aries have taught us, we are becoming new, stronger individuals. We're realizing, hey, I'm more valuable than most other people are willing to admit. And Venus in Gemini is you standing firm in that confidence and expressing to people with your message and your truth that, hey, I am beautiful. This is who I am. This is what I represent. This is what I plan to do. One very important transit that has just passed in relation to the date I'm recording this is the grand mutable cross that the Sun and Venus are making to Saturn in Sagittarius, Neptune in Pisces, and Jupiter in the North Node in Virgo. What a lot of you are not aware of, as you shouldn't be, because we're focusing more on other more important issues like the Pluto square Uranus still, is that there are a lot of relationships that are circulating around you. It's a very high priestess energy. That one person you're connecting with now is going to connect with another person and another two people, and you're going to meet someone that they know just because of a small interaction that you had. This is a portal that's been opening, which if it was just the sun would be one thing, but Venus there literally changes everything. So what's really changing is your perception on love. What are the standards that you're making for yourself in relationships? Now that you're speaking your truth, this now means with Saturn opposite that, you're now being directly pressed to be tested on if you have new standards in your life. Since you're a new person, you're going to date and be friends with, people who reflect this new person you are. And any efforts to not live up to that, Neptune in Pisces and Jupiter in Virgo are going to really chip away points off your integrity or reward you with extra resources and a finer tuned understanding of how your imagination plays into all of this. So one good thing to do while Venus is transiting this energy is to really just speak your heart. Trust me, speak your heart, write poetry. If you are into someone, write them. You don't have to write them poetry, really. Just write them what you think. It's not on Venus yet, so not necessarily what you feel, but just be honest. Be as honest as you can, because it's the truth that Venus is going to use her Venusian powers to beautify and make look very good. And with the influence of the squares, it could be taken completely out of proportion, but you actually want it to be, so that you can test how objective most people are, as opposed to them being subjective and taking what you say completely out of context. Another important transit that we're going to have as of now, and actually while I record this, is Venus and the Sun sextiling Uranus. This is going to take the radical individual that you are becoming and express that out in the context of a relationship where you and another person are actually reflecting this back at each other. You're going to see this manifest. A lot of you watching this are going to enter new relationships. Those of you in relationships, you're going to notice this electric excitement that infuses your relationship, because now both of you are at a place where you could actually calmly express your inner eccentricities to each other. And what this is going to do is actually, for those of you who are single, connect you with potential partners who you are comfortable expressing this out to. Because when we get into Cancer season, it's going to be important that these inner eccentricities are greatly tested. And it's through the air of Gemini that we get to lightly tread on it first and see what's possible. In conclusion, Venus transiting Gemini really allows you to express the beauty of your thoughts. It's really as simple as that. And the cross that we're having is going to test the integrity of how true you are to the ideas that you have, because it's very easy to express something and not really live out those ideas. So as long as you honestly are honest and you prove that with your actions, this is going to be a wonderful Venus transit for you. And what you're going to gain out of it is the unique truth of how you express beauty and love in this life. Until Venus is in Cancer or the next transit talk.